Senate presidency is not for persons with tainted record. Onoh fires Kalu. Yeah, we've seen a video where Joseph Kalu is saying that he is the right person to become the Senate president of the 10th Assembly under this Tinubu's alleged government. Okay, he has said that he has been the oldest person in the Senate, he has been a chief whip, he has been this, he has been that. It's his turn to become the Senate president. That is where Nigerians are even getting angry with him. He's saying it's his turn. Meanwhile, he has a court case with EFCC. He was thrown into Kuje prison, and along the line, they used their National Assembly power to get him out of that place, and he resumed his senatorial work. Okay, so he has a case to be answered with EFCC, and I'm sure EFCC have not struck up that case. They're just trying to use their legislative power to suppress it. Okay, now that he remained in APC, and all of them, all of the Igbo senior politicians worked against Peter Obi in this election. All of them. Okay, now he thought he had succeeded, and now he's claiming that it's his turn to become the next Senate president. But he has come under fire. Hannes Ndigbo, okay, their leader has said that they cannot produce a Senate president that will be disgraced out of office tomorrow. Okay, that was what the leader of Hannes Ndigbo said. So he's not the best candidate to come from Igbo to become Senate president. Said they should go to a Ebonyi state where they have more, I think about 8 senators there, and then they can take somebody from there. That is where the turn is, and not Kalu. Now, another Igbo person has come out, okay, to fire Orji Kalu. Again, that Senate presidency is not for a person with tainted record, okay. So let's see what Onoh has to say about his claim. A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Joseph Onoh, has berated the incumbent Senate chief whip, Senator Orji Kalu, for saying it is his turn to become the next Senate president of Nigeria. Nigerian News records that Kalu, in a chat with newsmen on Tuesday, said it is his turn to be Senate president and hopes Nigerians will support him. The former Abia governor boasted that he has not changed his known mobile number for about 24 years and would still be picking up the calls of the people if he becomes the next Senate president. Yahoo. But in a statement on Thursday, Onoh said the Senate presidency position was nobody's turn but the turn of one with an untainted and meritorious track record. Onoh argued that the Southeast had held the position of the Senate president in the past but gained nothing other than acrimony and bad politics. He said the Southeast will prefer the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, okay, to the position of the president of the Senate. Wow. Onoh said, even though I am not in support and will never support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's method of operation and the pain the actions of IPOB have caused Nigerians, which warranted the federal government to take proactive measures on him and his organization, I am urging the president-elect that the release of Nnamdi Kanu is more important to us than Senate presidency. Wow. So this is Onoh's position. What the Southeast needs are economic growth, security, and development, and since Nnamdi Kanu's arrest and detention, a sit at home was declared, which has crippled the economic stability and growth in the Southeast. Criminal elements are now hiding under the guise of IPOB to create security instability in the Southeast, which currently has overwhelmed the entire Southeast, governors and residents alike. So it does not arise for persons from the Southeast to be clamoring for the position of Senate president, let alone saying it is my turn, while his zone is under heavy security threat and economic suffocation. That's a good one. Okay. So we've held the position for 8 years and it benefited us nothing. What we need is economic prosperity and growth, as the president-elect promised us. I plead and urge for the release of Nnamdi Kanu while he attends his trial from home, and it will help to end the sit-at-home and security instability in our zone. Before someone will use the slogan Emiloko, he should ask himself how many people he has made, developed, and grown in politics outside his immediate family. The APC stalwart suggested that the exalted position should be zoned to the South-South region, which has not held it since 1999, saying that former Edo Governor Comrade Adams Oshomole has the capacity to lead the Senate. Ha! Eh? Adams Oshomole to become Senate President. God, I beg you. God, I beg you. God, even both the devil will not allow that. Onoh therefore pleaded with the clerk of the Senate to ignore his standing rule to make it possible for first-time senators to contest for the position. He added, I am asking that the Senate standing rule that says only the ranking members are qualified for Senate president should be changed or discarded since it is not constitutional. What we need is proactive leadership, particularly now that we have more new legislators in the Senate, particularly now there is a new hope in Nigeria and in the National Assembly. Where is the hope? Everything about APC is fraud. We don't want it. The Senate presidency should also be moved to the South-South, and I believe that Adams Oshomole is more qualified to be the Senate president because he showed more tenacity and support in the pursuit of this renewed hope. More so when he is a man that stands by his words and bold enough. Can you imagine? Because Oshomole is very, very good in doing a very dirty work. If Oshomole becomes the Senate president, Nigeria is finished. I am pretty sure of that. Nobody is going to have access to anything again, and all the laws that we brought out will be anti-citizens law. That is the truth. Wow. The Southeast at this time is not asking for a Senate president, but for a peaceful release on bail of Nnamdi Kanu while he attends the trial. If possible, we can release Kanu to the British High Commissioner on bail from where he can attend the trial. The government should shun all the selfish individuals from the Southeast using requests for the release of Kanu to their political advantage. So what I'm seeing here shows that APC is actually in trouble. Okay, they're already fighting over positions under Tinubu's government, even when Tinubu has not been sworn in, even when Tinubu's result is currently under scrutiny, under query, and is being questioned. Okay, so even at that, APC people are fighting and positioning themselves for political appointment. Quite unfortunate at the expense of the cry of the entire citizens for having a very fraudulent election, an election that did not meet any standard at all. Okay, so now Uzoji Kalu of APC, who refused to speak evil of that has been done in APC, who refused to even question the killing of Igbos throughout these 8 years of Buhari's government. They refused to do anything, to say anything about it. Right now, is fighting to become the Senate president, saying it's his turn. Now, the Isuguzoro, the head of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, has said that Igbo people will not produce a Senate president that will be disgraced and removed from office tomorrow because of his tainted record. Okay, if Senate president is coming from Southeast, it's not going to be from Abia and it's not going to be from Orji Kalu. It's supposed to come from Ebonyi State. That was what Isuguzoro said. Now, Onoh, Josef Onoh of the same APC is coming out here to tell us that the Southeast doesn't even need Senate presidency at all. What they need is the release of Nnamdi Kanu so that peace can come back in the Southeast region and economic activities can be resumed properly. Okay, he is arguing that Igbos have held it for the past 8 years or so, or for 8 years in the past, and it didn't benefit them anything. They didn't gain anything out of it. Okay, rather the Southeast is continuously being ravaged by violence and security issues of different kinds. Okay, so he's saying that if for any reason Senate come to the South, Senate President come to the South, you should go to South South. South South has never been, no Southerner has held Senate presidency since 1999, since the second time Nigeria returned to democracy. Okay, so that is the argument of Joseph Onoh here, and I just hope. And he said he's going to go and talk to the current Senate, okay, to shun that their Senate policy of ensuring that ranking senators become Senate president and not first-time senators. That has to be removed. He's arguing that Oshomole should become the new Senate president. Oshomole is coming out now to be the first-time senator and a strong APC member. Okay, but the thing is that what Nigerians need now? No. It is their selfish interest that is showing that their selfish interest still overrides the public interest. Will they get their way through? Well, this is Nigeria, it is possible, but then the youths are bent on ensuring that there is a kind of change that will benefit everybody, and they will see to that. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.